So I was told by somebody that I'm not supposed to bring up politics when defending somebody. So you telling me that I'm supposed to justify January 6th, that I'm supposed to justify, the raping of Renee Good and not the raping of Renee Good, but the raping of Jean Carroll and the raping of fucking Katie Johnson. I'm supposed to say, "Oh, all of that was just all hunky dory. Everything's fine." Like, y'all want me to stay silent about that shit when defending somebody? Hell fucking no. The fuck you take me in for? By the way, I just got woken up by a text that someone sent me, and I'm fucking disappointed. I am so fucking disappointed. The fact that people have to say, "Oh, don't bring up politics when you're defending somebody." First off, you got to, because these mediocre white men and women with micro penises and pussies think that they all that when they can't even defend themselves. Like, they have to be tough. They have to act like they tough. They have to bring out the bad bitches. So no. You expect me to not bring up politics when defending somebody? The fuck you think I am? Bitch, I'm built different. If you don't like what I talk about, and if you don't like what I bring up on stream, then you don't have to watch it. That is just that simple. Like, the reason why I brought up that shit is because one, is because people need to be called out. And two, they need to fucking wake the fuck up. Like, bro, I just got woken up by a text that literally said, "Bro, you gotta be careful not to bring up politics when defending somebody." I watched the full VOD live stream, and bro, it's not a good look. What do you mean it's not a good look? What are you talking about? Bro, 77 million people went in the fucking crossroads and voted for this shit. If Kamala Harris wasn't president, none of this shit would have been happening right now. People would have been fucking bowing in front of Jesus Christ right about now. And this is the fucking problem I gotta fucking deal with. I don't care if people hate me all because I'm defending somebody with politics. I don't care if, listen, I got family and friends hating me all because I'm defending what's right. If you don't like what I'm defending, which is the right thing, then you don't have to watch my live streams. It is just that simple. You could just like block me on Discord or block me on Twitter. It is just that simple. Shit, I don't care. I'm built like that because I'm supposed to call out what Ephesians 5:11 have nothing with the works of iniquity, but rather expose them. And yet I just got told to not bring up politics when defending somebody. So you want me to justify January 6th, right? You want me to, you know, you want me to let that shit slide, right? You want the insurrection to continue, right? That's what y'all want. When telling somebody, "Oh, you gotta, be careful when you bring up politics when defending somebody," bro, that's not a good look. So you want me to say, "Oh, January 6th was all hunky dory. Oh, the raping of Jean Carroll was all hunky dory. All that shit, right? You wanna normalize it, bro. I do this because I give a damn. And it's fucking crazy how I got woken up to to do this stream because I have to call out the wickedness of these people. And I don't care if I lose friends, I don't care if I lose family. It does not fucking matter. The darkness has to be exposed. 77 million people literally went to the voting booth and said, fuck you, universal health care. Fuck you to child care. Fuck you to taxing the rich people, and went straight for rape, straight for tax fraud, straight for uh child molestation. Bro, you're telling me to just act normal during a live stream. That's what you're basically telling me. And that's just it. You're telling me to act normal. Fuck no. And if you don't like it, deal with it. Telling me not to bring politics to someone's stream. Oh, January 6th, sucks to suck, but I don't do politics on my streams. You gotta call. I'm sorry, but I'm calling out every single fucking person. Even if they say they didn't vote, I'm calling them out. Whether it be a pastor, whether it be a YouTuber, it does not fucking matter. I'm calling them out. I'm calling them out. Because they say they want YouTube as their job, right? Where was they when January 6th happened? Oh, I was doing YouTube. Sucks to suck, but Alex Preddy got shot, but that's not my problem. That's the result of fucking MAGA. That's the result of the moral depravity we have on Earth. And you just want me to fucking normalize it and act like that shit is okay? Nah, bruh. Nah. I'm calling out every single predator catcher. I'm calling out every single every single MAGA YouTuber. I do not give a fuck. I do not care. I do not care. I'm built like that because I was born like that. I was born to be built different. Okay. So don't you dare tell me, oh, I gotta normalize and not bring up politics when defending somebody. If you don't like it, don't watch the stream. It is that simple. Y'all think January 6th was a normal day when 5 fucking officers was beaten while Donald Trump was sitting on his ass. Bro, it's the big 2026, and y'all want to sit there and talk some mad shit? Bro, I bring politics to my streams because it shows the true colors of people. Whether MAGA or not, it shows the true colors of people. Talking about someday the predator catches. Where were they when Alex Preddy got shot? They weren't there. They weren't there. So how the hell would they say, "Oh, I pray for Alex Preddy"? If you prayed for Alex Preddy, then why were you there? Why weren't you there on on the day that Alex Preddy got shot? Why weren't you there? Because your silence caused you to vote. And I'll leave you with this. We will rather listen to the voices of our enemies and ignore the voices of our allies. See, this person is telling me to act like as if January 6th was okay. To act like the fucking raping of Jean Carroll was okay when you know it's fucking not. That's why I'm calling out every single person that was complicit in their silence. Whether Republican, whether Democrat, whether independent, it does not fucking matter. I'm calling them out. I'm calling them out. And if you don't like what I say on my streams, then you can ignore it. Because you ignored Alex Preddy. You ignored January 6th. You ignored black people being lynched in trees since 1619. You just want white history, not black history. Like actual history. So if I was you, I would literally watch my words and watch how you say carefully. Because you're not about to see me, you know, talk about some, oh, don't bring politics into live streams when defending somebody. You got to at some point. Because how you going to show a person's true colors when, like, bruh, that is so, like, imagine somebody telling me to act fucking normal and don't bring politics to other people's streams. The fuck you think I am? A fucking libtard? Hell fucking no. I am an actual person of faith who gives a damn about other people rather than myself. So if I was you, I'm gonna continue calling out the darkness. I'm gonna continue to do what Ephesians 5:11 says. And if you don't like it, well, I'm sorry. That's too bad. But you're going to have to deal with it. You're going to have to wake up and smell the roses because it's true. 77 million people, including predator catchers, normalize this shit. They normalize January 6th. They normalize the raping of Jean Carroll. They normalized the raping of Katie Johnson, both of them of which they were 13 years old, being raped by Donald J. Trump, the Grand Wizard in the White House. Bruh, this was not my Monday, bro. This was not my Monday. I just got woken up by a text talking about some, oh, I need to be careful when defending somebody. So you want me to normalize it then? That's what you're saying in the text. That's basically you telling me not. That's basically you telling me to normalize it. The fuck? Hell no. So you know, it's crazy that so many people would rather normalize January 6th, the raping of Jean Carroll and Katie Johnson from Donald J. Trump, and all this other shit. And yet, when they get called out, oh, I don't do politics, da 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 da. Like, bruh, you have to call out every single mediocre white man, any person that literally is complicit in their silence. And I don't care if it's a bad look. I'm built like that. I'm built different. You feel me? Shit. I do not give two flying fucks. I will call out every pastor, like every fake pastor. I will call out every fake Republican, every fake Democrat. I do not give two shits because that's how I am. I call out the darkness. I don't fucking justify it. I call it out. Ephesians 5:11 have nothing to do with the works of iniquity, but rather fucking expose them. And that is exactly what I'm going to do to these people that say that they want to normalize January 6th. that they want to normalize, um, you know, the 5 officers that were dead by Donald J. Trump. Fuck out of here with that bullshit. I do not give two flying fucks. I am calling y'all out, and if you don't like politics, well, too fucking bad. You laid in that rocky ass bed that was comfortable but not warm and cozy. Shit. Talk about some, oh, we're the predator catchers. You could even catch a white man putting a knee to a black man's neck. Talk about some y'all the heroes of the internet. You couldn't even protect them. Two fucking innocent little girls. Fucking like you couldn't protect Katie Johnson and fucking damn, I forgot her name now. Fuck. You couldn't even protect Katie Johnson and fucking Jane Curl, and yet y'all talk about some, oh, we're the hero of the internet. Bro, shut the fuck up. It's time to wake the fuck up and smell the fucking roses. Y'all were complicit in your silence, and your silence is what got you this. Your silence is what made you like your silence made you vote for this guy. We will not remember the voices of our enemies, but rather not listen to the voices of our allies. You know what's crazy? Kamala Harris literally warned us. Kamala Harris literally warned us, and y'all chose to not listen. Even Michelle Obama once said, if you think the darkness is not coming at your door, you are sadly mistaken. So don't fucking tell me to fucking normalize shit when I am a YouTuber who's gonna call out the fucking darkness. Don't like it? Ship your ass right back to England where you belong, because this has never been a great Christian nation. If it was, 348 million Americans would have been bowing in front of Jesus Christ right about now. They would have been bowing, asking for their forgiveness. So, with that being said, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And, bro, this was not my Monday to wake up to. Talk about some, oh, you know, you got to be careful to not bring politics into the stream when defending somebody. Boy, please. I can do whatever the fuck I want. And if they don't like it, they can fucking cry about it, because I'm going to call out the darkness. And I'm going to continue to call out the darkness, because that's what a person of faith does. They call out the darkness. They do what they have to do, because it's abhorrent. It's horrid that so many people normalize this shit. That people are apathetic rather than empathetic. I stood for what I stood for, what Jesus stood for: compassion, kindness, empathy, forgiveness. But most of all, he also called out the darkness within people. So if I was y'all, I would wake up and actually bring politics. Don't let nobody tell you, oh, you can't bring politics to the stream when defending somebody. Brother, that is crazy. Got woken up by a text telling me to not bring up January 6th, to not bring up the fucking moment when Donald Trump raped Jean Carroll and Katie Johnson. They want me to fucking normalize that shit. Hell fucking no. The fuck you take me in for? But anyway, to all y'all MAGA Christians out there, and to all y'all who say, oh, I'm a predator catcher. Just so you know, where were y'all when Alex Pretty got shot? You were still making exposing videos, right? Of predators? Yeah. While that's happening, you were sitting on your ass making exposé videos about predators, right? Yeah, that's the same thing about Donald J. Trump. Donald Trump was sitting on his ass while 5 officers were beaten. So those, like, bro, talk like, bro, saying that y'all are the heroes of the internet, bro. Please, bro, you couldn't even fucking lay your hands on a white officer putting a knee on George Floyd's neck. Holy, bro. This was not my Monday to wake up to. So with that being said, if if Donald Trump does not hold himself accountable, then the United States will. So with that being said, so said, um release the unredacted Epstein files, Donald J. Trump. Bring justice to Renee Good, to Alex Pretty, to Breonna Taylor, to 5-year-old Liam, and follow the law of Moses. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. And also to you MAGA people and to anybody that normalizes this shit, have yourselves a white day.